been so good in the prelims this year. They made it to all of the Sundays. And
who's beat them so far in the prelims, Matt? What team?
Who's what?
The only team who's beat them in the prelims this year. Who has it been?
Uprising.
These guys.
And here we go.
And here we go.
I took the words right out of my mouth. So can Uprising do it again? Take down New York Xtreme in the prelims and keep themselves alive in this tournament? We will see, because Uprising needs a win. Lost to the ML Kings in their first one. Sorry,
didn't mean to interrupt. I was saying Xtreme take a snake up the break.
Yeah, losing a body, though.
Pat
Kraft, yeah. Josh Taylor filling out to the D side with Corey over there. You got Corey and Jerry over here in the snake side for New York.
Yeah,
4 on 5.
Jerry in a real good spot here. Rich and Carl is able to make it to the 50-yard line, and he's going to wrap around. I don't think anyone knows he's here. There's 5 bodies alive for Uprising, and no one has a gun here towards the snake side. There's not one gun snake side right now.
Look for Logan Arnold to possibly make the bump out to the snake corner.
This is, if I was Uprising's coach, I'd be shaking my head in frustration right now. How are you going to you're playing New York Xtreme. Jerry Carl's a really good snake player, and no one puts one gun towards the snake side, and you're going to let Jerry go off and shoot 4 or 5 bodies?
Traded with the last guy, Jerry.
That's on the list.
Jerry is scary.
5. Yeah, Jerry, when he's playing well, is one of the scariest. Scary Jerry. But yeah, so on the list for move of the tournament or move of the prelims so far, we got $500 courtesy of Pate Smith Law to hand out, and that's on the list for sure because the Uprising did not want to put any guns here towards the snake side. What a mystery.
Well, it's not a very important side of the field. I wouldn't put guns this way.
How about this? What's a better move? I know it's all situational, but a 5-pack down a ladder snake or a 3-pack up the middle?
3-pack up the middle is harder for sure.
Yeah.
Where have we seen a 3-pack up the middle?
This is Carl's mind. Okay, this is inside Carl's mind.
Oh,
right
hypothetical.
Now.
Hypothetical. Yeah.
It would. You're right. Situational. I'd have to see that 3-pack up the middle. You probably have to do a lot more work because it's a look. I'm not taking anything away. That beautiful Jerry Carl move.
Oh yeah, no.
He took what was given, but no one put any pressure on him. I mean, he's an athletic guy. He's into the snake. They just basically set a big, gigantic filet mignon up with some nice garlic butter sauce on it, and then just cut it up for him and just let him eat all the pieces. I mean,
fed it to him.
Yeah, and fed it to him with like a fork. Yeah, it just you guys, Uprising. What are you doing? You can't do that.
But also, it's a little bit selfish of Jerry, right? I mean, once you shirk those first 3 guys, you should back off and let the rest of the guys keep up with you.
Yeah, share the kills, Jerry. Jesus. Anyway, jumping into this first point here with Edmonton Impact and the LA Ironmen.
It's both a team and an individual sport at the same time.
Oh, there we go, Axel. Axel wants to do the same thing that we just saw Jerry Caro do.
The Jerry Caro.
Doing the Axel glide all the way down to their side.
He does make it makes it look real fluid.
Oh, hey, there might be a guy in the snake.
1 for Axel. He's got 2 in the back center he could easily shoot. Going to come through, get 1, get 2. Very simple. Back-to-back, stunning here from the snake side we are deep into Friday, and everyone's had a chance to watch this field play. It should not come as a mystery.
I'm going to go out on
anyone
island,
to say how important the snake side is.
And say if you don't put a guy on the snake side of the field, you're probably going to lose most of your points out here.
Well, not even just that, but if you're not going to shoot the guy off the break, at least have a guy that has eyes on a guy who could possibly go into the snake. Because if you make that mistake again, it's going to be just detrimental because you're just going to keep getting run down like that.
Well, let's check in with Lauren. Looks like she has an update with Pat Kraft Jr.
Yeah, Pat Kraft came off the field after that first point, really frustrated at himself, saying, what am I doing? He even told the coach to take him out. Looks like he's going back onto the field, though, so we'll see if he can get some better production out of himself.
What production did he need to have?
It was his first point.
Jerry shot everybody.
and it was a first point.
You got a long game here, Pat.
Xtreme down 2.
Oh, down.
Xtreme down 3. CJ Kander in the snake. Trades his body out in a 4-on-1 or 4-on-2. Can't afford to trade your body out there. Josh Taylor in a 4-on-1 now.
Yeah, but if you're in a 2-on-4, if you're gonna lose it, just lose it fast.
Yeah,
it's either that or you're gonna burn clock and force a concession at some point. And poor Corey Hall, last player left alive, or there's nothing he could do. Hey,
did CJ know?
Good response from Seattle Uprising here. This is what we want to see. I mean, Uprising, such a core, consistent lineup for so long, and they can beat anybody. It's just so inconsistent. We just saw it here. They don't put a gun to the snake side, let Jerry shoot everyone, and then just have no problems tying the game up here, blasting NYX off the field. Rich, what do you think Pat was talking about in point 1?
Pat is struggling a little bit, right? He got caught 3 times in the first match. So his first match here, he got caught. He doesn't want to go out and not contribute to the team. So he's saying, hey, if I can't get my job done, get somebody in here for me that can.
We're early in the tournament. I'd be like, Pat, I love you. You need to suck it up right now. And you're one of our best guys. We need you to contribute.
Something we're working on the team, though, is accountability, right? And for me, having Pat do that means the team comes first, not his getting spins, so it makes me feel good.
No, I love that he's saying that. I love the fact that he is like, hey, if I'm not getting it done, feel free to put somebody else out there.
100%.
It's the coach's job to be like, look, I appreciate that input.
Yeah.
You're still one of our best guys. We need you out there, kid. Let's go.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I believe in you. You're fine. We're fine. Let's go.
Yeah, until he gets shot again, then they sit him.
Maybe I'd give him like 2 more chances. It is Pat we're talking about here.
Yeah.
It's a really early on still here in this game. There's a lot of time left. Those first 2 points railed off real fast.
I'm sure Ironmen here have a game plan of, hey, let's shoot Axel.
Yeah, that would be good. Just like they had a good game plan to shoot Jerry.
Well, the Ironmen have a lot of snake guys that are down to roll. Let's see if they can get one of them in here. Looks like they are going to be losing a body, but getting Clay Hughes in, and they shoot a body.
Shooting JC. Big kill off there.
Yeah, all the way to the 53 of those impact.
Yeah, Dalton Vanderbilt just walking into D4. Ooh, but walks around into a ball. So good zone control here for the Ironmen.
Ooh, Ironmen on fire at this point.
Ooh, Ironmen winning some gunfights right now as they shoot Dalton, they shoot Nick. Clay gets taken out here, snake side, so that's going to make it a little interesting. So 3 bodies left alive for the Ironmen, 2 for Edmonton Impact. High body situation right now. See if the Ironmen can close.
Ironman player in the snake corner needs to get in the snake, go down the snake, and shoot the juice box Axel in the butt.
I was just going to say that.
Well, give me some kind of signal or something so I know, bro.
Well, you're looking that way. You can't see me. I mean,
Axel gets out to the corner.
Now.
Great fill for Axel.
But if you're not going to do that, at least shoot him on the field.
At least don't let him get outside, right? Contain.
I mean, you have top level. That's another thing too. Top level players, they'll be getting shot at, be able to come out, shoot a couple balls at a guy, put him in, make
out.
the move.
Yeah.
I mean, that was high level fill right there from Axel.
Yeah, equally high level defensive move as is an equally high level offensive move, right?
Exactly. Knowing the situation that there's nobody tape, Ironman have somebody tape. I got to at least slow it down one way or another.
Well, and personal frustration for me is always when you have a team that's up on bodies and they need to win and they just kind of sit back and don't take any ownership of the match, kind of let the other team dictate. Like I see you guys do against X Factor all the time, 5-on-3 against X Factor. You let them move all around the field. Now it's 3-on-3 against X Factor. All of a sudden X Factor wins. It's because when you had 5, you didn't apply the pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. No. If you give no contest, then the risk, high risk, high reward.
That's Adam in the back center, right?
Yeah, Adam Gomez.
No pressure at all, right? So, hey, let's advance our position. Let's get a slightly better position so we can put more pressure on the other guys. Just standing there in the back center, not shooting your gun.
Same thing. You know the bodies. You know where they are. Make something happen. Yes, you can shoot your gun, contain them, but maybe, like I've said before in the other match, maybe fill up the middle a little bit, maybe catch a loader, maybe keep throwing paint while you're moving down the field. Just to cut those angles down and get those better angles on some of these players. Yeah,
what happens is the guys sit in the back and they make their front guys, engage in a 2-on-2 when it's really a 3-on-2 or 4-on-2.
What do you think, Matt?
Well, Adam Gomez now making a fill out of that back center and deciding to go D side, which, that's fine. One body snake side. Now that guy's on an island. When you're in that back center, you kind of got to pick and choose. The snake side is the dominant side. It's just Axel over here. I might have gone snake way just because I would be able to get all the way down and have a better angle to try to get my shot on Brandon. Now you kind of have to win a heads-up gunfight against Brandon and force the bunkers over there on the D side. But you are in the numerical superiority situation. So he's going to go right to that 50.
Yeah, we're up here. And then that's going on down there. Bless you.
Oh, he waited and made that perfect shot.
See, I mean, I don't know. I think it was just a bad move on Gomez's part.
He went into the gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just
2-on-2 now.
It's just that's the harder route. The D side, that's the harder route. Snake side's a little easier because you have a back player to work with. The snake side's the bunker set that runs the entire length. If you get in here and hit the deck, you have somebody to protect you. You're going to start putting the pinch on Brandon and force him up the field into a unfortunate gunfight potentially with the player you already have over there. Instead, he goes to the 50, loses the gunfight. Now we're in a 2-on-2, and this is the type of point where Impact's won time and time again.
Nice move from the Dorito player to
Yeah.
move up into their wedge.
See if he can execute the shot on Brandon. He's got to make this perfect shot.
McGowan.
He's close enough.
Alex is going to get him.
Oh, look at Axel. Axel Godin cuts the seam and gets
Nice
the drop
move.
in. As,
One-on-one.
Just as, so right as Mike McGowan gets a shot on Brandon Cornell, Axel drops the hammer on him. I like that move from Axel. It turns it into a one-on-one situation here. But this was a 3-on-2 in favor of the Ironman. Now a 1-on-1. We'll see if, who's this left for the Ironman?
Oh!
And he gets the kill on Axel. That's a huge one.
And a little
it's
bit.
Boyum. It's Dylan Boyum. Good job, Dylan. Or sorry, Jordan. Jordan Boyum. Good job, Jordan.
Gave me a little good job on that one, too.
Yeah,
I'm
kind of.
sure he didn't
Yeah,
say that.
well, probably. Yeah, not probably. It's more like, yeah, that's what you get, punk. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, he's a tough NorCal guy, so
Parlez-vous, France.
I don't know. Let's ask. Parlez-vous français.
Big point, though.
Big point.
Big point.
It made it look a lot harder than it should have been, but yeah, big point.
Well, I mean, that's something that the Ironmen need. A little bit of a push in that direction to build up a little bit more confidence in maybe the guys of winning that point and tying it up. That's what you need.
For sure. I'm going to go ahead and take that barrel away from you now because you're swinging that a lot around when you're talking. And it doesn't feel very safe for myself, okay? I love your passion. I love your passion.
I talk a lot with my hands.
Yeah.
In the pits right now with the Ironman. With I'm pretty sure that was Jordan Boyum able to get that one-on-one victory against Axel Godin.
Pretty casual in the
Big
pit.
bite over there from Uprising. Go to the center 50 and the big Dorito.
Cancer going up on the wedge on the snake side.
New York losing their first attacker. Snake side in the break.
Penalty.
Uprising drawing a penalty, Matty.
Huge penalty here, and this is a gift for New York Xtreme in a tie ball game with a lot of time on the clock.
Nobody D-side now for Uprising.
It puts them in, puts New York Xtreme in a real big high body situation. Must close out clean here. They're going to get another kill. Insert bunker snake side. Here comes the hammer getting dropped. Another kill in the middle. Looking excellent.
Just
for New
home
York
left,
Xtreme.
right, for Uprising, just home.
So I think Uprising shot their guy in the 50.
Ugh,
in his
horrible.
heel.
That's terrible.
And that is going to do it. Yeah, so Uprising making the New York Xtreme making the most of that penalty assessed on Uprising.
And PK and Josh were both able to stay alive, so that's a good move forward for both of those guys.
Look, Xtreme's at a situation where, and like we discussed, I'm glad that Pat is willing to take and accept responsibility for his mistakes. But if New York Xtreme wants to win this tournament, Cantor needs to play well. Pat Kraft has to play well. Corey has to play well. They're standard 6-7 guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely have to play well. The core. So we're here just kind of getting things going on the tournament. So, but this is what you're saying. If I'm the coach, I'm glad he's saying that type of thing, but you got to build him up and get him back out there.
That's more for practice than it is for the event.
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be fundamental in the confidence at this stage of the game for them. Jumping back into this one here now, all locked up at 1.
Wow, Ironman with nobody on the snake side of the field. And nobody even looking snake side except for the tower and the cross. That's an interesting game plan.
And you have JC on their side of the field now.
Yeah. About to get 2 kills. 1. Oh, he missed the tower. The tower did see him. JC's crawling forward now.
Got to be careful, though, from that Dorito.
Yeah.
Yeah, JC can play everywhere. Typically a D-side guy, but just...
small, fast, and aggressive.
Yeah, and just feasting so far over here on the snake side.
He broke pain. He can't hit that. I was like, here goes a hit on his pack. And I'm like, nope.
Had a pack to shoot.
Thank you for disappointing me,
broke
JC.
a ball at an inopportune time. No big deal. Still owns this side of the field, and they got a lot of time to work with.
Yep.
Now he's going to get that kill.
Shot him in the hand, reaching for a pod.
Feeding frenzy here for Edmonton Impact as JC blasted open from the snake side. Just showing the power of this snake side of the field with a, 3-pack here for JC, Justin Cornell.
Looked like it.
Breaking paint, too.
Fast point.
A lot of time left, Rich. A lot of time.
Almost too much time.
I think they added time.
Yeah, I've heard that's kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
Like if the match is kind of slowing down, they just add a couple minutes.
No, I think they take time from you is what I heard.
Could go either way.
True.
You know what I do think they should do, though? If you would like my input?
Always.
Put 2 refs with 2 chronos when you walk out onto the field. Because if you have one guy, if you have one of the first two guys that go out there and they chrono, they're going to try and shoot through that hot shot. And that's going to take 5 or 6 seconds off of the clock of trying to just shoot through that. But if you have two guys, you're at least getting through those guys in under maybe 10 seconds or so.
I thought you were going to say let everyone shoot 350 again. 350, 375?
Completely fine with that.
Are you saying that they don't shoot 350 anymore? Now I'm hearing hopper hits are counting.
I mean, you got 40 seconds to get on the field, and it's kind of sometimes it's a cluster when you're
4 on 4 here, guys. 4 on 4 here.
Yeah,
New York with slightly better position.
Well, it's about to be a much better situation if they're going to let Jerry Caro crawl all the way down the snake side.
Oh, but they let him fill the snake corner. Big mistake there for New York Xtreme. Big mistake.
New York also filling into the corner back behind Jerry Caro.
That's a great fill. Josh Taylor.
They actually allowed him to have a couple fills. They filled the corner and they filled the box.
Yeah,
Still, but Jerry's alive on their side of the field. So
one thing we struggled with in practice was containment. Pat Kraft taking the walk, or is that Corey Hall taking the walk over there? Looks like Corey Hall taking the walk for New York Xtreme. 3-on-2 advantage here for New York Xtreme.
But they shot a body.
Oh no, it's 3-on-3, right?
There's definitely 3 bodies left alive for Uprising, and now New York Xtreme they're past the 50 here on the snake, Carl, and at the 50 on the D side for New York Xtreme.
Yeah, I believe it's a 3-on-3 here.
Yeah, I think so too.
New York with better field position, but Uprising a tough team to dig out.
Jerry just needs to stay alive.
Yep, 100%.
Up by 1.
He's got 2 guns on him, or at least 1 gun from the back center at all times. He's got 2 guys in front of him, so the ball is definitely on the D side.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even mind Jerry repositioning there and try to get into a different spot.
There you go. Getting closer to the enemies.
Oh, nope. Thought Jerry almost got that corner guy. Jerry's got the back center and the snake corner both on him. Taking up a lot of pressure. He's got to stay alive there.
I was just going to say, he needs to do the inside route. Don't go that way. Go the inside route. Or shoot him.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Obviously. And minor
wow.
Penalty assessed on Jerry Caro here from New York Xtreme, and that's going to pull out Taylor.
1-on-1.
But crossfield shot here.
Nope.
Wait.
1 player left alive. It's for Uprising.
I wonder if that back center shot him as he shot Logan in the...
Yeah, Silas Cortez taking the walk.
Yeah, it looked like Silos was going to get it done from that D side, but got eaten up by Ormrod in the back center. Ormrod just being sure on the count here. Oh, no, Graham Arnold, sorry.
Yeah, and I would have liked to have seen Josh Taylor get closer to Jerry. Like when Jerry's all the way in their end, I don't want Josh Taylor in there.
No,
I mean,
that is Ormrod.
Do you think, though, because, I mean, once he gets in there and he's kind of on his knees, being back there on his feet, do you think he kind of has a little bit more agility?
Like the snake one stands over the top and
at
pounds
least,
those
okay,
guys. Yeah.
all right.
So he's the eyes and the ears, but he's close so that if Jerry doesn't have anybody that's come, it's hard to stop those guys from running him when you're that far away.
So not necessarily down the tape.
No,
him,
like in snake one standing up or in the inside cut standing up, just really close to him, but standing up somewhere where you can kind of see a little bit.
Or even that God too. I mean, that God has a little bit better of a position too.
Yeah, you can put pressure on the corner from there. I just felt like all the guns were on Jerry, and he was kind of forcing a little bit instead of waiting for the other guys to kind of engage a little bit more.
I like it when we agree sometimes because it makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about.
Me too, and I was thinking earlier we should gang up on Matt.
That's what I keep trying to say.
Because you're not strong enough to take him down. I'm not strong enough mentally to take him down, but the 2 of us, we're smart as he is.
And the more we talk, the less he does.
Who?
So I think...
Yeah.
Guys, I'm right here. I'm literally sitting right next to you guys.
Sorry, is your mic on? I'm sorry.
It's been on this whole time. I heard everything you just said.
Sorry, I thought we were on commercial.
It's a little messed up.
I thought we were on commercial.
Where'd my pocket knife go? I'm going to slit your Achilles here. I got to wound you ahead of time. Oh, yeah, see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're from San Diego.
No, it's in my, I'm getting caught sleeping here.
1 point game here between the Ironmen and Impact.
Impact drops one in the back center. Nick Laval taking the walk. Axel does make the corner.
Oh, Reeser trying to make it up to that wedge on the snake side, getting caught. But also, I think the guy who shot him from that tower taking a walk.
Yeah, 4-on-3 advantage here for the Ironmen. Ironman with a good spread.
Yeah, Ironman need this one here.
Impact taking another walk. Only 2 players left alive for Impact. Maddie, back center in the snake court.
This is huge for the Ironman. They have to close this one out. They got to play smart.
Is that Tregarthen?
What?
Tregarthen. Yeah.
And where?
Walking from the snake now. Yeah,
Hughes.
Oh,
no,
Hughes.
Clay Hughes.
Hughes got to tighten that up a little bit.
That's big, too, because if you make it in the snake without getting shot, and there's only 2 guys, I mean, that's That's definitely something that needs to be worked on. That I think needs to be addressed when he goes in there. Because I mean, it's 1-2. You're in the game. There's a lot of time left. Make it count.
Yep.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Don't throw that body away.
Yeah, value that body.
Well, this is just the Ironmen have to be winning these points. When you're playing a team of the caliber of Edmonton Impact and you go up bodies, you got to make it work. And they still have an opportunity here, but
I would think went from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2, Matty.
yeah. So D2 is hot for the Ironmen. Back corner bunker snake side. Looks like Impact has the tower. Wants to go.
And snake corner.
Yeah, Dalton's going to go out into D2. And then the snake corner with Axel. Dalton's going to go all the way to the 50. Untouched, not feeling much pressure. He's got Gomez in front of him for the Ironmen.
Backs up there to protect himself, thinking Adam's going to come get him. Adam still thinks he's at the 50.
I was just going to say, didn't know he moved.
Yeah, Adam makes another move. Dalton's a step or two ahead of him over there on that drill side.
But does Dalton know that he moved up to the wedge?
He does not. At least I don't think he does. But again, no one's putting any pressure on these guys. So.
Gomez is completely posted on that D side.
Yeah, he's
On
just
that
waiting for him to
50,
wrap.
Waiting to wrap around the 50. He's not at the 52 wrap around. Dalton's back and forth, kind of probing a little bit. He's still looking over towards Keith in this back corner bunker. Keith a bit. Dalton is shredding paint, though. So Dalton's going to do a huge tactical retreat, come all the way back, and maybe clean his gun. Maybe just try to shoot it clean.
Yeah, it is.
Gonna try to shoot
he
right
is
through
blowing
it.
up paint. Yeah, you're right.
Does he not have a squeegee?
Oh, Gomez gets caught from the cross shot from Axel.
Well, this is all the second instance we're seeing where a player, is having paint trouble on Impact.
Yeah, it's been a recurring thing all day.
With a lot of different
With a lot of teams,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not just been one team or
Yeah,
one paint company.
all the guys brought really brittle paint. It seems like because they thought it was going to be humid, but it's definitely not humid.
We've been shooting the infamous stuff. It's shooting really good.
Yeah, they had some good stuff in practice too. Keith DeWitt trying to pull off a 1-on-2 here.
Now he's going to fully commit. Well, at least into Snake 2. Pumps the brakes and stops, tries to catch Dalton in the back corner. Not sure how clean of a shot Dalton's going to have from that spot because I don't think I've seen him clean his barrel yet. But doesn't matter as Axel going to eat him up. So Axel clocking in after losing that one-on-one, making his presence felt. That's going to extend the lead here for Edmonton Impact and ate some time off the clock. Great job by Dalton, Vanderbilt, and Axel Godin. And
Still
looks
a
like,
close game.
Yeah, definitely still close. I mean, we'll see if the Ironmen, some signs of life out of them, but just not enough. Let's check in again with Lauren.
Thanks. We talk a lot about communication and how important it is, but it's not just important to talk it up. It's also important the language you use. Corey Hall was making calls using the term no snake, but Cantor said all he was hearing was snake, so not understanding what that information was. They decided to change that language to fix that problem, but they had a little huddle before this point. It's 2-2, tied ball game, over 9 minutes to take this win. They had a little reset, and they're ready to go out and score some points here.
Well, for Uprising, it would be pretty big considering how consistent New York Xtreme has been in the prelims. But the last team to beat New York Xtreme in the prelims was Seattle Uprising.
CJ making it into Snake 2 for Xtreme. All the way now to Snake 3. We 5-on-5.
Yep, good positions for both teams. Uprising, big bite over on the D side, gets all the way to that Dorito. And at the same time, gets to the snake corner. Great fills for Uprising. Terrible zone control for New York Xtreme. Their coach must be doing a really bad job. Josh Taylor releasing from the snake box. From the juice box into the snake god. Silos Cortez playing the wing over there on the D side. CJ Canner, snake 3 looking inside. Both teams in really good positions. This should be a really good point here. 5-on-5. Tie's going. Tie game. Back center now gets out of back center into the juice box. So dropped another zone.
Now it's time to win some gunfights.
Yep. Try to find someone that you think you can pick on and start 88 in them, right?
Yep.
At the same time, though, no one's keeping the Uprising player from the snake going from snake 1, snake 2, and now snake 3.
Yeah, Eaton all the way into Snake 2 here. This is a big moment for Uprising and Xtreme with still a lot of time on the clock here. Cantor's peeking, looking, wants to move up to that 50. Going to check back into Snake 2. 2 bodies behind him. 2 bodies behind Eaton as well here, Snake side. And good field position for Uprising all the way into that D3 position. Ooh, Cantor
right through
losing
that
a gunfight. Yeah, it's just tough death for Cantor in a tie ball game with 7:40 to go.
Josh Taylor filling in that snake. Great move for Josh there.
That was a good fill.
Yep. He's on that defensive cut, though, looking across the field. He doesn't want to let his player play 2-on-1 down the tape. He's got to help the player down the tape a little bit.
So Taylor is going to get into snake 1, head checks down the sideline, doesn't see anybody, so he's going to establish a lane just as Eaton tries to crawl up into the 50.
Josh gets him.
Make it clean. So beautiful timing by Josh Taylor to get the kill on Eaton. That's a tough death for Eaton.
That's what he does.
And good fill from Logan Arnold.
Yeah, great
snake
fill.
1. Other ref running across the field.
See if Josh can get a shot on that Dorito cross court.
Oh, no.
But then Taylor got a little taste of his own medicine there.
Josh is a big guy, so getting down that snake around that corner is a little tough for him. Yeah, New York Xtreme struggling over here. They understand that they need to keep pumping bodies in the snake, but they're not getting production of the snake guys. They're getting in there, but not killing anybody.
Yeah, this whole game has been a little bit of a war of attrition. I mean, it's tied 2-2. We can just saw it in here in the snake, trading bodies back and forth. Both teams still with the body in the snake.
Is it 4-on-2 or 3-on-2? 3-on-2. Corey Hall in the corner, Silos in the Dorito side wing, and it looks like George McLean here in snake 1 or snake 2 for New York Xtreme.
Uprising losing a body out of Dorito 3.
So 3-on-3 now.
Rather.
A little bit tighter game now for New York Xtreme.
Yeah, it's a good kill on Ilya over there. I think that's Ilya. Just got Ignite.
See if Silos Cortez can make a move over that 50 Dorito. See if it can pay off.
Yeah, Silos is wrapping around from that 50-yard line on the D side, trying to get the drop on Olsen. Olsen's going to move up into the wedge.
Move.
Yeah,
Good move from Olsen. Felt the pressure, at least.
Yeah, got out of there and got himself in a position to try to control McLean. George McLean in snake 1. McLean's trying to yell crossfield to Hall, and Silos is just a real far yell.
Yeah. And what George needs to understand is that he's on the island, right? And he has to play appropriately. Communication and staying alive is his priorities. And that puts the pressure on Silos and Corey to not just sit over there and play paintball, but to actually go down that field, not wait for George to try to pull something off out of the snake.
I like that George is specific calling names. Hey,
Yes.
Corey Hall, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
They are allowing the Uprising player to move from the snake 1 back to the can, or back to the juice box, and then back into the back center.
And this is something New York is working on, something we talked about earlier about putting pressure on the other team, right? So they can't just stand up out of their bunker, look around, and figure out what you're doing, right?
Right.
Constantly shooting at them so they feel like they have to play the bunker super tight.
Yeah, Olsen.
Here comes the sneaky over there.
I mean, Olsen tried to do what he could, pop the top and just trying to protect Snake's side, but looks like Silos Cortez is going to come up and trade out with both of them. Corey might have been on that shot, same with McLean, but, it wasn't pretty, but New York Xtreme made it work. 2 bodies left alive for him with Corey Hall and George McLean. They're going to go up by 1 with a little under 5 minutes to play.
Plenty of time.
Edmonton Impact here with 2-point lead over the Ironmen. We're in the pits with New York Xtreme. Let's check it out.
Impact looking pretty good out here today. Ironman also looking better too.
Yeah, Impact had a real solid win over Energy Elite. They don't have a comfy lead over the Ironmen right now, but they're doing enough, right?
Yeah.
Doing enough to...
They're winning the points they need to.
Yeah, and again, which is fine. You can go and have a meeting tonight and talk about it if they can continue this. There's still 5.5 minutes left to go, though, so the Ironmen have a chance, but they need this point right now. Ironmen must-win situation if they want to go 1-1 on the day. It would be big statement to the league if Ironmen could take down Impact in this match to keep it even on the record.
I'm wondering how it's going to be on Sunday with, we're seeing all these guys making snake 1 off the break. I wonder how much that's going to slow down
50%.
when the guy starts dialing down.
Yeah. Like by Sunday, the shots will be good enough that I would think where now it's probably 90% they're making it, probably 50%, right? If they know you're going. If they know you're going.
Yeah. I mean, because I saw JC lined up, and I was like, he's going to go snake. And I wonder when that's going to start really mattering, when teams are going to start watching those
tendencies. We'll have to vary it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I saw a lot of teams coming up towards that juice box in the middle and then jumping over. I believe actually Ironmen just did that. They came over and went into snake 1.
Yeah, the L route.
Exactly.
Broken arrow.
Which is nice when the ground is, you can cut on the ground, because if it's not, it's a hard 90 that you're making over that snake 1.
Traction is muy importante when you're turning at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
3 in the back for Impact, 1 in the snake.
Tregarthen in a pretty good position here for the Ironmen. He's at snake 2, got a body behind him.
Impact losing a player out of the snake corner.
Impact losing a body from that back corner. That's a really solid kill here for the Ironmen. That's what they need right now.
I don't know if that was heads up or not, or if it was that Dorito 2 that
Yeah, I don't know either.
Some over there.
Impact was still 3 across the back line. Dorito corner, Dorito tower, juice box, Snake 2 with JC. Ironman now in the 50 Dorito or 50 brick over there on the D side.
Impact filling out to the back corner. Snake side to get behind JC.
Oh, Impact
Nick
drops
Laval.
another body.
Yeah, it's a crucial kill on Brandon Cornell.
Brandon taking the walk.
Ironman starting to make things happen from this D side. They're at the 50-yard line, wrapping around, trying to press the issue. 3 bodies left alive here for Impact. Only body on that D side's at the back tower, and he's looking Snake side.
We got 3 for Ironman right now. 50 Dorito. We got Sloviak going up to the wedge, and then what is that? Devitt in the corner, or is that somebody else?
I can't see, sorry.
I think we only have 3.
3
3
or
on
4
3.
for the Ironman, yeah.
Shadows are starting to get long out here.
And you missed that, the
4.
instant guy, Carl. Yeah, so 4 on 3. Yeah, no. There's not like there's any obstruction.
Tregarthen's going to go drop the hammer on JC, gets diced up from the tower.
Yep, got him clean. They just
Good
got him
move.
afterwards. If he'd have dove over, he probably would have been fine.
Good move. That's going to loosen up the guys on the Dorito side to be able to work around a little bit more without having to worry about that snake being able to pop some in their ear.
100%.
Here comes Nick Sloviak, pushing the issue for the Ironman. He's also at the 50-yard line on the D side. He's going to go past the 50. Still has a teammate to work with over there, really trying to put the pressure on Nick Laval.
Maybe now, if anything, Ironmen need to start working their way from that snake corner
100%.
into the snake.
Same page. Now we're on the same page. Now we're syncing, right?
I heard you say that the match before.
Ooh, look at
and
this, though. Nick Sloviak goes low, gets the drop in on, I believe that was Reeser. And then that is going to do it here as the Ironmen still with a couple bodies left alive. They are in this match. It's going to be a 1-point game here. Beautiful drop by Nick Sloviak.
Yep.
Threading through and making it count. A couple kills to finish things off.
Finding the gaps out there.
Just under 3 minutes left to go. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, still, though, Ironmen are going to have to stay on a steady dose of what we just saw. Going to have to be pushing the issue. But that was some nice moves over there. Started kind of on the D side. Well, I mean, Chris Tregarthen over here, Snake side.
Broke it open.
Yeah, broke it open. Nick played off it beautifully. They already had a body at the 50 over there and really couldn't be stopped from Impact. They were trying to tighten it up, but those 2 bodies just not able to cross it up. That conversation about how much defense can you play in this field, kind of still a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Not as much as you would think.
So New York Xtreme, also 2 close games in this set. Same score here in the split deck format. And launching into this next point here, Olsen with a big bite for Uprising, going to go all the way to the Goose Island. Brick.
4 on 4.
Yellow brick in the middle of the field. It's answered by Xtreme with 4:40 to go. Going to come around, trade
3 on 3.
out.
3 on 3.
3-on-3 situation. Pat Kraft's going to filter out D side. Xtreme also filtering out Snake side. As CJ Cantor takes the walk. Here comes Uprising. Going to get a body into Snake 1. No one in that back corner bunker. Does have a body behind him, though. But he's at the door.
Let's see who takes the move here first.
You think that Uprising player needs to move out to that corner?
Yes.
I mean, it would be nice because Xtreme has outside contain as they're at the Landry
Both
Logistics
corners.
bunker.
Uprising should be going out to both corners right now, right? Snake corner, D corner.
I mean, Brandon's in a, or sorry, Olsen, or Arnold,
Logan.
Graham Arnold, in a
Or
really
Graham,
good
yeah.
spot here, but he doesn't really have much help. Door can't do much when you have outside contain. He can be able to wrap around. Ooh,
Pat
but
losing a gunfight.
Pat Kraft taking the walk.
kind of a tough death in that situation. You have a lead. You're trying to burn clock, 3:45. Forces your teammates to extend
and a
out.
3 on 3, and you get shot out, right? Like it's
When you have a lead,
and you're in the
Yeah.
in the corner, you're not attacking. Yeah,
Now is
that's tough.
definitely a time to fill corners if you're Uprising.
Yes.
Give Arnold a little bit of relief.
New York needs either Josh Taylor or George McLean to step up and have a game here. Josh Taylor shoots himself all the way into the 50 over there, the 50 brick on the Dorito side.
ooh, dodges a ball from Arnold.
I don't think the Uprising player even knows that that Xtreme has the snake, or that there's a guy in his Dorito.
Wow.
Josh Taylor's pushing.
He's got to
the
get
issue.
some kills. And
He's
George
pushing
McLean's
the
got to
issue.
take some pressure off of him.
Gets the
2
kill.
on 2.
Back bunker. Taylor trying to do it all by himself.
Taylor's on fire. 1-on-1 now. Went from a 3 on 2 to a 1-on-1. See if George McLean can win this 1-on-1 or if it's going to be a tie game.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to jinx anybody.
No, say it.
Do
You're
you think
a
you're
commentator.
that powerful?
I think Logan, Graham Arnold, rather. I think he's been on top of plenty of these situations. I feel
He's a really good one-on-one. I mean, if I had to put money on someone, it would be Graham Arnold, just because I've seen him prevail in one-on-one so many times. Now, George McLean is a really good up-and-coming gunfighter, but Graham Arnold, we've seen him prevail against the best of the best many times over the past say 6 years.
And this is a case of George McLean doing exactly what we asked him to do, which was stay alive in the snake. But now that it's gotten to the one-on-one, we're confident enough in him that like he can let go now, right? He can play some paintball.
Yeah, again, McLean's a really good gunfighter, so it wouldn't surprise me if McLean could, pull the upset off here. But I mean, look at the way the Graham Arnold's kind of threading through here, and he's going to get the drop on McLean, begging for a penalty.
No, both of them are up. That's a trade.
I don't know. That was.
You can't. Oh my God!
I don't know, Rich.
That guy called the ref the point,
but
no one was reaching for his
Graham
point.
got the drop on him.
The replay, yeah.
Graham got the drop on him. It was close. It was pretty bang bang, but Graham made the nice inside move. McLean had his gun up a little bit, but his gun was not angled towards Graham Arnold when Graham made that move.
Do you think coaches should have some kind of a challenge flag maybe in situations like this?
Ooh.
I don't think we should do anything
let's make
else to slow down the game
Let's make
more.
it extra hard on Jason.
I mean, you got a replay box.
I'll tell you what, Uprising has not had the results that they've wanted the past couple seasons, but Graham Arnold is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, more often than not, he's one of the last guys left alive. He's really good in one-on-ones. He doesn't win them all. No one does, but... Man, I'm just constantly impressed by Graham Arnold. Seems to be in a really good position most of the time. Hell of a gunfighter. Great second, 2-3, plays that support role.
But he even gets up in the mix.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the snake,
Yeah.
and he was the guy pushing the issue. So, yeah, it's just, I got a lot of good things to say about what we've seen out of Graham Arnold in his career. And he's got a great red beard.
Yeah,
it's like a
that's true.
Viking.
Ironman snake on the break. Impact 5 in the back. Axel with a great fill from the juice box all in snake 2.
Ironman then filling in behind into the snake 1. Having 2 guys in the snake right now and a snake corner.
Yeah, I like that. Snake 3, snake 1, and snake corner. That's the 3 spots I would want to be over here if I could choose. They get Impact, though, with Axel gets the cross kill on the tower. Looks like Boyam taking the walk, maybe.
If anybody's watching Impact or scouting them, they really, really like that snake wing.
Yeah.
They've been going there a lot, looking snake side. 2 dropping for Ironman.
Yeah, I feel like those kills are coming off the D side, but I don't see it. Who it is over there?
Well, they have no idea, I think, that the Impact has a
Impact.
guy in the corner. Because as soon as Impact looks around this... Oh, I guess they didn't have to.
That was a gimme for...
Yeah. Is that Hughes again? Yeah. Wasted opportunity there.
For Laval.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really close game. Still is a close game, but the Ironmen are just losing some gunfights right now, making some inopportune moves, and almost kind of looks like the guys on Impact have been in this situation a couple times.
Lots of good communication on Impact side.
Ooh, that's a
Great shot.
kill. Yeah, Treegarthen
That's
goes
not
in.
Treegarth, is it? Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
Hughes is already
yeah,
out. Yep.
yeah. Chris Treegarthen goes in and makes a really nice kill on Nick
Nice
Laval
shot,
at the
Chris.
wedge. Ironman still got a chance. They got 2 bodies on the snake side.
Yeah, Impact releasing on the D side.
If I'm
Dalton
not
attacking.
If I'm not mistaken, too, from Snake 2, there is a shot over and into that tower too, just over the small
The little
Dorito.
Dorito, yeah.
Well, Dalton makes a huge move all the way to the 50-yard line on the D side. It's going to put the pressure here
That's why
on
you pay him
Chris.
the big bucks.
Yeah, now Chris is forced to move into the gun in front of him. Has to worry about the back center. Does get the drop on the back corner bunker, but it looks like after Dalton blew open that side and, unfortunately... So Chris was trying to do everything he could. He lost Boyam behind him, so Jordan loses a gunfight. And, the Ironmen are they're struggling on survivability. There are there's some shining lights for them, but Impact just hanging in there tough. Great job by Dalton Vanderbilt. Great to see him come back from, he played on a blown-out shoulder 2 events ago, had surgery, came back earlier than it looked like we thought we were going to see him.
Yeah.
And he's been really good for him on the D side. This is a perfect D side for him, and earning his keep yet again. No surprise.
I bet he uses the tank tool.
New York Extreme starting with 2. We all use the HK tool.
H2K.
Yeah,
H2K, hard to kill. So, yeah, talk about the tank tool a little bit, Carl, here, as a little cool mechanism that you devised. It's one of those things that when I heard about it, I'm like, wow, how did somebody not think of this before?
Yeah, H2K tank tool. It's a little device that all these traveling paintball players lets you degas your tank, also assist in you taking off
Removing
your reg,
the
putting
reg,
on your reg.
That's the clutch.
It's always
That's
a
clutch.
pain.
Yeah, always, and then also removing any burstiffs that tend to happen and blow every once in a while. We have version 2 coming out in October with a couple more things added onto it that come in handy on the paintball field, and
Nice.
we're pretty excited about it. We got some merch coming up on the H2K site, and
Can't wait to get my stuff.
yeah, I mean, and it's just exciting to be back into playing paintball, and not only doing that, but then also being able to contribute to the game in other ways, and being involved in the sport.
Great to see. And you got a podcast too.
Yeah, podcast.
Any new podcasts coming up?
Nothing scheduled for the moment. I'm just so busy with every million thing that I'm doing.
I know you got a job, and you're a dad, you got some
Jobs.
kids.
Yeah,
playing the game.
But yeah, the Playing On podcast, I'll probably have some episodes coming up here very, very soon. And I would love to have you guys back on.
We're there.
Chit-chatting.
Yeah, love chatting with you. Whenever, down to do it again. Did I get to do episode 100?
Something like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Got to get you on there again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Gotta get you some-
always love having combos.
Some H2K merch, too.
Hook me up, dude. I love the tank tool.
Absolutely.
That's just, again, it's
Appreciate
one of
it.
those things. Because before he'd be like, I need to take my tank off. I need to use a trail hitch.
Yeah.
Where's the pickup truck?
Anybody got superhuman hands?
Yeah, anyone got like super strong gorilla hands?
Well, it was
Gorilla
always-
hands. Who's got the gorilla hands?
Smack it on the side of a picnic table was usually
Yes.
the go-to. And, even though that was flawless and always worked, I tried to think of something that was
not fun.
yeah,
Not
just
fun.
a little less destructive to your equipment, and this kind of just fit that description.
Great work.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Think
Thank
it's one of, again, sometimes you hear things, you're like, how did no one make this before? Why?
And I think there were things out there that
No.
did that, but
No.
there wasn't anything out there that did a combination of those things in one.
There wasn't anything out there that was groundbreaking, right? There was the tired old stuff, but the new
yeah.
stuff.
Sure,
come on.
you could have like a
a wrench, a crescent
Yeah,
wrench.
sure. A wrench could work, taking it off, and then also, some of them, and then you could also use a bottom line you're not using or whatever to get the air out. Still ridiculous. You got to have all those different things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love the product.
Thank you.
So this is a close game. New York Xtreme Uprising. Again, the last time that New York Xtreme lost a game in the prelims, it was to Seattle Uprising at the first event of the year, and it was another crazy 1-point game.
Extreme starting with 3 on that
Yeah,
one.
for the penalty. Drop one on the break. Don't shoot anybody.
And there's only a minute and 47 seconds left, so they do drop one and don't shoot anyone. Might want to think about conceding this one unless Josh Taylor can make something happen.
Yeah, they should concede this.
Yeah,
Concede,
just
concede,
concede it
concede.
now. Uprising trying to go 1-1 on the day. They did drop their first one to Uprising. It was, I believe, a 3-point loss. So, I mean, anytime you get a win, that's awesome. Ideally for Uprising, score another one and get the victory. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst scenario for New York Xtreme to lose another game in the prelims and get a little dose of humble pie,
It would be, actually, because the last team they have to play is Dynasty, who's pretty good, and 2-2, you might go home.
Okay, I get that, but if you beat Dynasty in the prelims and then move on, it's going to give you a
if you
big
just
boost.
easily go out and defeat the best team in the world.
I didn't use the word easily. I just said beat them.
Oh, you were looking for the
Dynasty is-
most
Dynasty-
challenging way
yes.
to the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Well, I mean, it's not like you guys aren't lighting the world on fire in this game against Uprising right now.
We are not.
Oh,
Wait.
Look at this. Taylor's having a moment. Big, deep breath like that. You got to take some deep breaths. A little zen moment every now and then. They got a big point coming up.
Passionate dude.
Yeah.
2 points separate these teams here, Edmonton Impact, and only 50 seconds left to go. So,
Ironmen drop one, attack the snake. Impact with 5 alive, it looks like still.
And getting ready to go down the Dorito side.
Yep.
In D2 right now. Looking to bump up into the 50, which I think that's
Dolphin.
3 is Dolphin. It's hard when everybody's wearing the same thing.
Yeah. It's also hard from him looking in this way into the sun, right? The sun's starting to get a little bit low, so that glare from that drill side's got to be tough.
welcome to my world, Carl.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's not easy. It's not easy for him.
So, I mean, the Ironmen are pushing the issue here, Snake side. We got Axel trying to hold the zone down on that sideline. Tregarthen, their go-to guy here right now, Snake side for the Ironmen, on to Impact side of the field, but just 3 seconds left to go. You know, look, the Ironmen are going to be dropping 2 here. It was a 2-point loss. It's good they kept it close against Impact. And looks like a 3-point loss against Revo. So Ironmen going in 0-2, -5 on Saturday. So they're going to need to win both their games to have a chance to move on. They're in the bracket with X Factor, Impact, Revo, and Energy. Already played Revo. Now already played Impact. They have to play X Factor. Yeah, so not going to get a lot easier here for the Ironmen in their journey to make a Sunday.
For the most part, this is the most straightforward field, I feel. I mean, it's literally just bang, bang.
In the last 3 years, for sure.
Win your gunfights, go down the field, progress, and, I mean, engage, really. And then, obviously, in situations, don't engage, but
it's kind of cool because it's not a trick field, right? Like, you just
exactly,
have to play
saying,
really good paintball. So whoever's playing better, winning more gunfights, and just...
basic gunfight skills.
It's a very basic paintball field, but it's been fun to watch. I really like what we've seen out here.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with some of the moves on the D side. We knew the Snake side was going to be trench warfare, but been really highly impressed with some of the moves we've seen over there on that D side.
Uprising now going from the box into the wing. He got bounced hard going in there, but he's in there now looking D side. Oh, they let him fill the corner behind Uprising, so now Uprising got 2 over here on the tape. It's tough.
Caro, though, all the way onto their Snake 3.
Yeah.
But doesn't really have a shot yet unless that back center guy kind of wiggles around a little bit.
Rich, Carl, he's got 50 seconds to work with.
Yeah.
45 seconds.
Are you telling me that's a lot of time or not much time?
Not much time. So he's going to commit, bunkers out,
wow.
Snake 1, and stays alive. Jerry Carl's going to get a free kill inside. So Jerry Carl trying to burst this one open here for New York Xtreme on the Snake side. He's going to get a 3-pack, a 4-pack. That's one of the best moves we've seen out here. In a 1-point game.
They're going to buy Jerry dinner tonight for sure.
Oh, Jerry, and he's still alive. Ooh, the screwman. Hey, let's get you a check here.
I would just run off the field.
He shot 4 for sure, right?
Yeah, yep.
Did he get the 5th?
That's the second time I've seen him. I don't know if he got the 5th. I saw him shoot. I can't believe he got that close guy, too.
That, given the situation, we've seen a lot of big moments on the Snake side.
That's when it means something.
But when you're down by 1, and only team that's beat you in the prelims this year, and you step up and have a big moment like that for Jerry Carl, that might be the best move we've seen out here today. And he's had a couple of those.
Yeah, a couple.
But
this one was the most crucial.
But look, I always weight towards magnitude of the moment. If you have a big moment in a pressure situation, it's different. If you're winning by 4 or you're down by 4, no one was looking at you. No one's expecting it. I mean, there were guns this way.
Yep.
He had to work for that.
Oh, there's a corner and there's a Snake.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't
and a wing.
Because some of these 3 or 4 packs we've seen from the Snake side, particularly,
when no one's looking at
have been when no one was looking at you.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not saying anyone could have done it, but if no one's shooting at you and you're willing to go, well, that's what we call those things free kills. He had to earn a lot of those kills.
Yeah.
That might be the best move we've seen today. Again, we're giving away $500 courtesy of Pate Smith Law. He's a lawyer that specializes in dealing with insurance companies for property claims, so he's doing God's work. Try to get you paid if your insurance company doesn't want to pay you on an insurance claim. Anyway, but $500 at stake in the prelims. That might be the leader right now heading into tomorrow. Still, we got a lot of paintball to play on Saturday, but Jerry Carl putting the team on his back in that one, and now we got a tie game here. And there he is right there on your screen.
Yeah, he started the match with a 5-piece, right? And then comes back and almost finishes the match with a 4-piece.
And he just got in a car accident a couple months ago, almost bit his tongue off.
Yeah,
Here he is back out here getting it done.
Couldn't even turn his neck left to right
a
couple weeks ago.
Tough dude.
Yeah, he's playing on a lot of heart out there. His face is still all beat up. He's got scratches on his face and stuff.
So I'm getting some word from the booth that we are going to be going to an overtime right away. This is actually with
that was my conscience.
Well, with a lot of close games today, this is our first overtime that we've seen, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first overtime game so far today. Still one more set to go. Dynasty and MO Kings, X Factor, and Revo.
Do you want me to stay for that one?
If you would like.
You have someplace better to go?
Not really.
All right, then.
I mean, I'm sure we have a team.
I'm sure you got cooler people hanging out with Carl.
I'm sure
You're
we have
a very
a team
popular
meeting.
person.
Team schmeeting.
Just tell him you've been doing scouting for the past 3-4 hours.
I have. I also didn't get able to practice the field, so this is me kind of doing that.
Yeah. You guys would love my team meetings now compared to the old team meetings. I give a strong, 5-minute, all right, this is what we talked about. This is what we did. This is what didn't work out. You guys know what you're supposed to do? Cool. Have a good day.
So he tortured us with the 4-hour meetings.
I learned that it didn't work.
he was a lot more emotional back then, I feel.
Yeah.
It's the daughters have softened him up in his old age.
For sure.
So it looks like, going right into overtime here. A minute and 10 seconds to go. There's Coach Dan.
Hey, touchdowns are important right here.
Talking about the importance of, hey, even if you lose the guy in the snake, because that's happening a lot.
Let's get 3 guys.
It's a war of attrition over here. You're going to lose that guy quite a bit. It's not always going to be Jerry Carl going around into with a wrecking ball shooting 4 dudes.
But if he wants to, more than
Yeah,
welcome.
I would wish it was that every time. If I had my druthers.
Loving the weather right now.
You and me
know.
both, sister.
It's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's a little cool at night, a little cool in the mornings, and not too hot during the day. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love the fall, man.
I'm just
Yeah.
really hoping that we can skate through the possible rain we got coming on Sunday.
Well, I'm so glad the Chicago event has been pushed back to around this time.
Makes more sense,
Because
right?
normally what it was like in June.
Yeah, let's
or
have it during
something?
the hottest time of the year.
Back when we were playing. Yeah, let's do that.
Back
Yeah.
when the men played the sport.
Loved coming here when it was 100 degrees and 80% humidity. It was great.
Now all the sensitive guys are playing. They have to have the weather perfect.
It's awesome to see how many women teams there are now too. I was walking around like the divisional area, and there's so many women and girls playing paintball. It's awesome.
100%. Good breakout for both teams. 5 alive for both teams, it looks like.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the clock here in this overtime point. Good 5-on-5 break, but there goes Jerry Caro off to the races yet again into the snake. Taking a little bit of ground, getting into snake 2.
Silos Cortez in the wing on the D side. Uprising with 2 players on the snake side, the God and the juice box, and 1 player in back center, 1 player in the D side tower, and then 1 player in that front Dorito over there. Josh Taylor filling out from back center, CJ Cantor filling corner. Uprising's taking a big risk not putting anyone in the snake corner or anyone in the snake. If Jerry Carr can get up there and start putting pressure, and CJ and Josh can keep them from filling that way, it's going to make it really hard for Uprising to win this point.
I mean, you just played a point where Jerry Carl came through and shot everyone from the snake side, and they didn't put anyone in the back corner bunker or anyone in the snake to contend with Jerry.
Jerry's
And what
gets
does
2
Jerry
more.
do?
5 more. Jerry just gets another 5-pack.
Jerry is just over here throwing overhand rights with a trench knife in his hand. Ooh, penalty assessed, though, I think,
Minor.
on Jerry. A minor, and pulls out Cantor, but the damage is already done. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that minor.
That's a good thing New York Xtreme doesn't have 2 or 3 Jerry Carls on that team. Because Jerry is scary.
I agree.
So, New York Xtreme on the back of some amazing performances with a couple points in a row here. A lot of contributions from a lot of guys, but man, Jerry tied the game with the 4 or 5 pack, and then Jerry again untouched into the snake, goes through. Sure, minor penalty. Who cares? Damage is already done.
I don't know that anybody's ever gotten 14 kills in 3 points. That's a lot of kills in 3 points, right? I mean, not independent on his own. Hey, I'm going to gunfight these guys 2 feet away from me. I'm going to shoot all 4 of these dudes. I'm going to shoot all 5 of these guys. I'm going to shoot all 5 of these guys.
But it's also a mystery to me. Uprising, guys, what are you doing? Jerry just ran through you guys on the snake side, and then in the overtime point,
Bad play call.
you know they're going to spin Jerry again.
And you don't go snake or snake corner.
Yeah, and so and then also very little pressure on the snake side.
Yeah,
so
I think they thought they could just sit back, dink people out, win the breakout, and then get back in the game.
So great job by Jerry Carl.
Good match, though, right?
For New York Xtreme. Very
Back and
entertaining
forth.
match. Congratulations to Impact taking the win against the Ironmen. 1 more set to go. There they are on your screen. Getting a talking to from Coach Kevin Brethauer. San Diego Dynasty going to be playing the ML Kings. X Factor against Baltimore Revel to close out day 1 here, 2023 NXL Windy City Major. I'm Matty Marshall here with Carl Markowski and Rich Telford. We'll be back here on Go Sports. Stick with us.